Hey guys, I don't want to say anything. My son's sick. I've started my video and I was already up to number 3 before I realized that we weren't recording. Uh, and I went on a rant. And then Jackie is telling me, I don't think you're recording. And I'm like, you're right, we're not recording. Holy shit, Jackie. I just spent 30 minutes doing my shtick. So we've reset, we've hit record, and we're gonna start over. All right, here we go. You ready? Hey guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 180 of this week's Top 10 Hot Comic Books. Are we recording? We're recording. Top 10 Hot Comic Books found out in the wild and or from my collection. This week's episode is going to feature some independent and some variant covers of key books through the last couple of dozen years. I finally got to a collection. I got to a long box of unprocessed books that I picked up about 2 years ago. And these were extras, duplicates, stuff that they'd read and I had no interest in keeping. And I paid $1.25 a piece for them. I think I paid $350 for a long box. I just spent. Don't tell anybody, but I spent. What is that? I can't even do the math. We're looking at 10, 7 for so what is it? $17 a pack, and I did 3 of them. So that's 45. $51. I spent $51 on supplies, and I already got a box, but I bought a box anyway, so that's another $6 to $8 depending where you bought it from. So I have a collection that I paid $350 for, and then I went and spent. I just told you, $51, $57 on bags and boards and a box to put that collection into, and then I spent 4 hours going through it, and I pulled out maybe 2 dozen comic books that I'm like, these are cool. They have some value to it. It has some interest. It has some cultural interest. It has some value, and I wanted to share them with you. I don't know what kind of return I'll get on those. Maybe I'll sell them a buck below cover price. I mean, they go anywhere from $2 to $4. You sell them $3 a piece. It could be $500 worth of comic books in there just as selling them at cover price or $1 below cover price. Which brings me to a point of my opening question, which I was on a rant in my last video, and I'm going to try to be more concise and right to the point. You don't want to hear me complain. I'm not complaining. You're a collector. I'm looking right at you and I see you. And I know that money's tight in your family or you're by yourself or you're working and you have X amount of dollars that you can spend on the the hobby that we love, the hobby that you love. How do you get to the pricing where you're at? I can't spend that kind of money. There's people spending $40,000 on comic books. That is a different income bracket. I get upset if I spend $40 on a comic book or if I spend $4 on a comic book. There has to be a sense of value, a perceived value of something. And on average, we all have our own various levels that we're willing to spend our money on comic books. Right? I'm looking at you. I see you over there. Not you, but you. You. I say you. I say me. I'm pointing at me because I'm looking at me. But you're talking to you. Me. You know what I don't know. Can you help me out here? My point of this conversation is each week I go out and I buy comic books out in the wild or I pull from my collection and I present to you the current values of those books with the intent of selling them. It's like a claim sale. I was trying to do live auctions. It doesn't work when you're doing live auctions. I don't have the followers for that. So I present to you 12 beautiful books. Look at them. Look at those beautiful 12 books. There's one right there. They're up there. They're coming, right? They're books. I own them. I can see how much they're valued at. Other shows on YouTube that I got a top 10 this week, and they show you a picture of a comic book. And as a consumer, as a collector, you watch that video, you see this comic book, it looks perfect. It is a digital recreation of the original book. It is not an actual book. So when you see it and it looks super clean, well, that is an Avengers number 9. A lot of those aren't super clean. And the only 1 or 2 of them are 9.8s. They're worth $30,000. The ones that we find out in the wild, they're like the kind that I present. Good, very good, fair, fine, or very fine. These are 6 O's, 5 O's, 4 O's, depending on your grading knowledge. There's so many people that see a picture of this on that phone app, and they go, I want that. Well, this has been out of print, and it's not that clean. Perceived value of books, average sales, YouTube sales, Instagram sales. You can go to eBay, stores, local stores, online stores. Everybody's got a price point. Look as many places as you can. Find a comic book that you can afford, that you like, that you care about, that you want, and buy it. Don't harass somebody about their price is too high or your price is too low. If you're a buyer, seller, or a flipper, if you want it at 80%, 70%, 100%, hell, I've paid more than what it's worth because I haven't seen it in 20 years and I want it. And I'll put it in my personal collection. Yes, I have a personal collection, but everything's for sale. Are you willing to pay 125% the value of a comic book? Hell no, not all the time. But if there's something that you can't find and it's taken you forever to find and you finally find one, you pay a little bit more for it. But the store could have 6 copies of it. They could have a mint copy. They could have a fine copy. There's so many variables. And they could have paid 70% of value. They could have paid 30% of value. They could have more wiggle room than the other comic book store. You don't know unless you ask. Ask me a question. Ask me a question about any of the grades of these books or about the values of the books, where the hell I come from my values. I do my research. I go from the low to the high. I get rid of those and I have a medium price. If there's a $6 one and it's a $70 comic book, well, shit, somebody sold that. Hell, I would have bought that for $6. But we don't know the grade. We don't know the condition, right? We don't know that unless we can actually see it or touch it or hold it. So I always try to give you a median price, a median value that I feel comfortable selling it to you. Sometimes I have a profit and it's small, it's high. Sometimes I lose money because the value of the book has come down. It's the name of the game. It's all part of this hobby that we call and love in comic books. And the reason I was on this soapbox is I had some followers and that contacted me, and they were talking about a local comic book store. They're friends of mine. I've known them a long time, and I would say go to their store. They will treat you with 100% respect, and all you got to do is talk to them. Subscription service, back issues. Why is that one so high? Why is that so low? How come you're not selling it as high as the other comic book store? Start a conversation. Don't walk in, look at it, and then walk away. You can't go home and then complain about people on the phone, right? I've gotten bad comments before. Hell, I've had to not black. Well, help me out. What's the word? Block. Yeah, I'm sitting in those little black boxes where you don't see their names anymore. The government does it. Stuff like from the '60s, like when presidents and stuff pass away. What is that called? Redacted. There you go. I've had to redact people from my YouTube channel. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm getting distracted. My kid's over there going, "What the hell are you talking about?" You, right there. You, not you, but you. Go out. What I got $20 to go spend my money on my favorite comic book. Go find it. Do the best you can. Try to get the best deal you can. If you have to pay a little bit more, pay a little bit more. Just talk to somebody. All right, I'm off that conversation. It's not that I'm an intermediary. I'm 57 years old. I know I spend, I could have $40 to $100. I've done $100 hunts. I've gone into stores, bought $100 worth of books. Sometimes I get 14, sometimes I get 2, sometimes I just get 1. Depends what the book is, depends how good a deal it is. I feel comfortable doing that. There's people who spend thousands of dollars, $20,000, $40,000. We saw a huge collection sold over a $2 million collection sold for $675,000. Yeah, that's not my kind of money. And if you spend, geez, $600,000 on a $2 million collection, what is that valued at, right? That's 30%, 40%. That's a hell of a good deal. I don't have $600,000 laying around. I mean, I'm sure we could put together between the two of us maybe $60, $70, you know. But it's all relevant to where you are, who has the books, who doesn't have the books. I don't know. I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm not upset. Somebody contacted my son, and my son was trying to explain to me. They saw that something I had on my channel, and then somebody else had it for more expensive here locally, and they left the store without getting it. And I was like, it could have been the grade, it could have been what they had into it. Why didn't you contact me and buy my copy? Hell, you know my son. Go up to my son and say, hey, your dad still have that? I want that. And I'll work with you. Just talk to me. Just talk to me. All right, cool. Let's get out of that. Hey, I have a new subscriber, Elvira Pass. Hey, Elvira, how are you doing? I appreciate the support. Welcome to the hunt. It was great talking to you. And then stick around. Number one of this week's top 10. I got something cool that maybe you'll be interested in. Maybe, maybe not. And if not, I'll talk to you later. That's it for that. Get off my soapbox. That's my third take. Fourth take, Jackie, we weren't recording. We're still recording, so I know that's good. All right, cool. That's all good. I'm good. You guys know what I'm talking about. And if you're younger and you don't know where these old guys get off telling you your comic book is worth this or not worth that, it is it is always in flux depending on the value, the condition, and what somebody paid for it. That's it. It's simple. All right, we're going to move on. Number one of this week's top 10 hot comic books. Jackie, my man over here, he is not feeling well. He's got a slight fever. He is over there. I'm not going to interact with him, but I need him to go ahead and go to the next. Oh, you're already there, Jackie. Good job. This is number 10 of this week's top 10 hot comic books. This is First Strike. This is from IDW, and it's a crossover from a Hasbro event between Transformers and G.I. Joe. This number one issue goes anywhere from $6 to $10. It's a good solid get at $8. That's not a bad comic book. Good job, Jackie. Hopefully this one will go by smoothly and we won't fight over it. So far, so good. I have no reasons to yell at you. Just don't cough on me. It was kind of funny. Our last video we were talking about had everyone sick in the house, and then Jackie stayed in here and did a video with me. He's blaming me because he handed me a cupcake, and it was my Nicky was smart not coming in here because he knew everybody was sick. You're not so smart, Jackie. He's the smartest of all of us. He's just sick as a dog. What were we doing, Jackie? Oh, yeah. Number 9 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is none other than Catwoman number 1. Stanley Lau, Lau, right? Lau. Artgerm? Artgerm. I say Artgerm, but it's Artgerm. This is a beautiful Catwoman cover. This is a really nice looking Catwoman cover. How do I do this? There we go. Look at that. This one goes between $6 and $10, and it's a solid get at $8. I have a couple of this artist's books in this collection. They stand out. When you see his artwork, you just fall in love with it. It's very photorealistic, and to me, it's sexy. Yes, Jackie, I said the word sexy. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I know if I like this. This is pretty cool. This is like I said, on average, a great get at $8. We're gonna put that up on the big shelf, Jackie. Sorry, he's doing good at that. There we go. Oh, hello, and it'll go like that. It's all right, Jackie. Take your time. That's number 9. Not bad. Two cool books there. They look up. No, you're doing fine, Jackie. Keep it up, buddy. It's number 7. Not number 7. It's 10, 9, 8. This is number 8 of this week's top 10. It's my fault, Jack. Number 8 is none other than this is from DCeased, the Unkillables number 1. If you don't know what DCeased is, this is their zombie stuff in the DC universe, and this is another side story. This has got a lot to do with like the Suicide Squad. There's a lot of villains in this book fighting the dead. This is awesome. It goes between $8 and $12, and it's a solid get at help me, solid get at 10. No, we're doing fine. It's beautiful. Let's put that up on the big board. That is number 9, number 8. I can't count. 10, 9, 8. Next one's 7. All right, stay focused. Stay focused. I'm very focused. Number 7 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is none other than, this is unexpected. This is WW. Now this is funny, right? We're gonna get into this. I grew up WWE, Worldwide Entertainment, Worldwide Wrestling. It was WWE, so the E stood for entertainment, but then you had the wildlife, what the heck was it? But it was there was another company that said you can't do that anymore, so they went from WWF, World Wrestling Federation. That's what it is. All right, cool. Know your stuff. It's right here in my notes, but I can't read. I don't have my glasses. So the WWF, and then they had to drop the F for the uh, they had a big thing with the World Wildlife Fund, and so they went to WWE for entertainment purposes. Yeah, the word entertainment. Yeah, yeah, because it's a sport that's regulated by writers and directors. It's still fun to watch, and I don't want to get into an argument. I love wrestling, and then I also love TV acting. No, I'm gonna get into an argument. It's an argument in our family. It's like, you can't stand another 300-pound man being thrown through the air. And yeah, they're athletes. They're super athletes. I could not jump through the air and land on another man and then have another man put his boot in my face and run around and tag each other. I do that with my boys all the time, so I grew up on it. I love it. But they changed their names 3 different times. Now it's just WW with the red line through it. I don't know what the hell the red line is, so it's just World Wrestling. I don't know. Do we edit this out? I mean, I'm just pissed every wrestling fan off in the world. Is that Brock Lesnar? Let's change the subject. This here is Boom Studios by Hopeless Acuna, cover A by Dan Mora. Goes $8 to $12, and it's a solid get at $10. Jackie, all you got to do is just change the camera angle and put it up on the board, and you turn the other system on. You can put the red light and tell me to shut up. Throw something at me. Yeah, I like that. That guy is a beast of a man. I don't care if you had that man and he was picking you up and throwing you through the air. I don't care who you are. You'd poop your pants, throw up, maybe pee a little. All right, that's just too much information. I pity the fool. Yeah, yeah, I wonder who that is. Oh, good job, Jackie. You changed it and just shut me right up. This is none other than the Batman Who Laughs. This is issue number 2. This is cover B. This variant is by Ben Oliver. It goes between 10 and 18 bucks, and it's a solid get at 14. That is a beautiful cover. I really like it, and that's going up on the big board at number 6. There we go. Oh, that's nice. All right, next book is Tony's Target. Come on, Jackie. So if you don't know what Tony's Target is, if I find my eyes and I set my sights on something, it's my lingo. I've never changed it. A buddy of mine's like, I got it for you. It's Tony's Target. Yeah, I got my sights set on something and I want to bring it to your attention. So we're at the halfway point. I want to say thanks for watching me here on YouTube. Each week I bring you the top 10 hot comic books, action figures, and collectibles out in the market and from my collection. And we can have conversations about pricing, about location, and location. But what am I talking about, Jackie? Oh yeah, halfway point. I just want to say thanks. And then if you wait a week or so, I'll put it on my Instagram channel, a shorter, more condensed, more concise video. A lot of people watch those because I don't ramble as much in those. Other people watch this stuff, so we say hi. Not you, but you. I know who you're looking at. All right, Jack, you ready? I ran out of things to say. I'm almost out of gas. Oh, yeah, he said get off your soapbox there. Nah, that's about better. All right, so that's Tony's Target this week is none other than. This is. I'm sorry. All right, let's hold on a second. Jackie, thank you. Shirtless Bear Fighter. There's a movie coming out called Cocaine Bear, and the bear eats some cocaine and then goes off. I don't know if it's a comedy, if it's a horror, or it's a horror-omedy. I have no idea, but the commercials are killing me right now. And I'm like, hey, Jackie, this is the closest I could come up with Cocaine Bear. All right, so that is why this is on the list this week. I've got like 4 or 5 issues to this. It's sitting in. I was gonna say it's sitting in that box, but it's down here now. I am gonna read this. I haven't read it yet, but I think I got like issues 1 through 6. I know. Shut up. We're at the halfway point. If they've already turned off the video, they've already done it. They're gonna stick around. Stick around. So, yeah, I said, Jackie, look at this. It's a Cocaine Bear. So no, it's not. So I don't know. If you go see that, please leave comments. I'm not gonna take 9 people to go see Cocaine Bear. maybe me, maybe somebody else will go sneak off and go see it, and then I'll tell you what it's like, or maybe I'll just skip it. We're saving our money for Ant-Man that's coming out here in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But anyways, let's get back to the top 10. Ready, Jackie? All right, so this is Shirtless Bear Fighter #1. Closest thing we could come to Cocaine Bear. This one goes between 10 and 20 bucks, and it's a solid get at 15. There, Jackie, that's how you run a video right there. You just talk about random crap that comes to the top of your head. Why is that in the top 10? Well, first off, pretty cool story. The art's fun, and it's relevant to current events because that movie is based on a true story. Now, everyone that I know that inhaled a block of cocaine is no longer with us. So I can bet your ass that bear did not last very long. I don't care how big he is. You ever see a bear do this? Don't ask me. I don't know why bears do that. All right. Number 5 of this week's top 10 hot comic books is. Oh, cool. Now, this is no difference. This is Vampirella #1. This is by Warren Ellis and Kevin Lau. This is from 1997. This is one of 2 Vampirella books on the list this week. This one goes between 10 and 20 bucks, and it's a solid get at 15. Man, see, just the facts, and facts in a pretty comic book. Go to the big board, Jackie. Thank you, buddy. So that's number 5. And I got to turn and look at the camera and talk to speakers here. Yeah, you couldn't hear what I said there, could you? Number 4 of this week's top 10 hot comic books. You had to look over there. My computer over here, I got to get Jackie set up and fluent with it. Keeps all the notes. Nikki talks to me through here. Get my attention. That way I'm not looking what? I know you're not Nikki. I know you're helping me, and you can't wait for Nikki to come back in here. I'm just repeating what you're saying. There's not a microphone over there. They can't hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, Nikki would have flipped me off. Jackie, you flip me off. I'll come over there and beat the snot out of you. Nikki's bigger than I am now. I'm going to smack you. I love you. You're here. You're helping me. You don't feel well. I've already lost track. Oh, yeah, I don't have the computer. And we don't have a comic book in there. Go back over there. All right, so I'll just casually put a comic book in there. Oh, shit. You can see it in the small screen. It's weird when it's different like that. I know. What do you want? It's not like it's Jackie. What the hell? Get off the buttons, dude. It's not like you're on a paid subscription and you're paying for this content. You're watching it of your own free will. You've seen my other stuff. You know I ramble. You know my help. I'm pointing. You know my help doesn't really help. They're not very helpful. All right, so number 4 of this week. I know I'm bad mouthing the people that are helping me. Number 4 of this week is none other than Vampirella. This is the crossover gallery. These are different covers from crossover events through the life history of this. This is from a beautiful looking cover by Jason Scott Campbell. There, I said it. Goes between 10 and 20 bucks, and it's a solid get at 15. Yeah, that's another one of those. Yeah, love me some vampires. All right, I'm waiting on my son to change it. No, wrong one. Not my fingers, Jackie. He's new. You can't. It's hard to get good help nowadays. What are you gonna do? You gonna leave me, Jackie? All right, we're almost done. Hang in there, son. You're doing a fine job. Number 3 of this week's top 10 hot comic books found out in the wild is none other than The Batman Who Laughs. This is issue #1. This is the cover B variant by Greg Cupullo. We know him from Spawn. This is an awesome looking cover. This one's really clean. This one goes between 10 and 25 bucks, and it's a solid get at 15. Good job, Jackie. Your transitions are getting much better, my man. I'm gonna have to get you over here so I can get you back on camera. I know you don't feel well. Don't worry. I won't make you do it. That was this is 3. This is number 2. I can't do math, Jackie. I gotta look. I can't help it. I can't help it. Number 2 this week. Oh, this is the other one. This is by Stanley Lau. Artgerm. Is a beautiful looking Supergirl cover. This is yes, Jackie. I think this is sexy. You're damn right. Look at that hot pants and the boots and the cape. Boots with the fur. Everybody looking at her. I don't know. I'm gonna start. I don't know that. I don't know that song. I just know it from what is his name? Tom Cruise in Thunder Strike, Thunderbirds, Thunder, Tropic Thunder. You're right, Jackie. Tropic Thunder. Yeah, you gotta go check that out. Go look it up on YouTube. At the end of my video, go look at it. And he starts singing, Boots with the fur. Sorry. This is a beautiful Supergirl. Issue number 18 goes between 10 and 20 bucks. Solid get at 15. That's that second book from Artgerm that I was telling you about. I like it. It's gorgeous. All right, so that is number 2 of this week's top 10 hot comic books. Key independent ones and some variant covers. So we're gonna get to number 2. Number 2 this week. I gotta preload it. I didn't load it, Jackie. I'm sorry. That's on me. That's not on you. So go ahead, you go. So this is Elvira. I told you number 1 had a cool something here. Look at this. This is just a coincidence. Elvira is a new sub this week. I appreciate the support. Welcome to the club. And then this one right here is a Linsner variant. This is a beautiful looking Mistress of the Dark number 1. Goes between 15 and 25 bucks, and it's a solid get at 20. Like that. It's a little shiny. Let's see if we get it unshiny. There we go. We'll go ahead and put that up on the big wall. That is number 1 of this week. Man, I've talked about all kinds of things. I feel emotionally and physically like I need a Powerball, or I need a cup of coffee, or I need a soda. Hang in there, Jackie. It's late. I know it's late. I'm keeping you up past your bedtime. So we got to get to our. That was number 1. We do have a bonus every week. We have a bonus. This week's no different. This week's bonus is none other than. My goodness, man! This is Street Fighter Summer Sports Special. That is the S. 4 S's. I don't know, but this is Chung-Li Street Fighter variant. Look at those thighs. It's from doing all those spinning kicks in a video game all through all these years. You do those kicks, you're gonna get legs and a butt like that. I do not do those kicks. I do not have a butt like that. Could you imagine if I had legs like that? I'd be standing like this. I'm getting distracted. But this is like one of those things, I don't know. Why buy this one? This one's gorgeous. This one is from the 2018 Street Fighter Summer Sports Special. It's like Sports Illustrated is what it's a takeoff of. Goes between 20 and 30 bucks, and it's a solid get at 25. Yeah, there. I got through it. Let's put that up on the big wall. All right, there we go. Look at that. So I don't want to say anything, but the top part of this board is filled with some sexy superheroes. Yeah, and a homicidal maniac supervillain. Yeah, I see that, Jackie. You don't have to point that out. But that's what's cool about this. You never know what you're going to get into. So this week's hunt total is these books are valued at over $170. That's not too bad. We're going to put that, I don't know where to put it. We'll put it right there. That way I don't cover up the beautiful Supergirl or Elvira or Chung-Li or Vampirella or she. All right, I'm distracted. Hey, eyes up here. Eyes up here. This week's hunt total. So any one of these comic books, that's what we talk about, being the claim sale. Just say down in the comments which number you want, and then or multiple ones. I'll get you a total for the actual shipping and handling. It's $10 for the first comic book and $2 for each additional comic book that you're interested. The only way you can save on shipping is if you're a big game hunter and you want all 12 of these issues. I'll save you over 15% plus free shipping. That's $140. That deal is only in the continental US of A. If you're outside the continental US of A, I'll take $15 off your total shipping and handling. So there you go. That's not a bad group of books this week. It's just a little different, and just talk to your store owners, talk to the guys selling comic books. Hell, shoot me a message. We'll talk life. Hope you guys are doing well. Jackie, I really appreciate you tonight. Hanging in there, not feeling well. Sick as a dog. All right, well, don't worry. We got another video coming up next week. I'll see if Nikki can come back and help me and give you a break. Guys, I want to say thank you for watching me here, and we'll see you on the next hunt. Take care. Bye-bye.